Konnichiwa, watashi no namae wa Sara desu, and welcome back to my channel.
It's that time again of the week. It's time for my weekly break from the typical gaming playthroughs and PC videos and just being able to relax and watch my favorite show right now, which is Attack on Titan. So, I have some thoughts from last week. Starting off with, it was kind of, I wouldn't say weird, but I kind of noticed that I noticed that a lot of you guys actually like Flock, are for Flock, understand Flock. I kind of get why you guys like him now. I personally even understand the decisions that he's made, but I feel like, that's the whole thing with Attack on Titan. There really are two opposing sides to this, maybe even three. Like, people really have their own reason on what they're fighting for, what they're standing up for. And for Flock, I feel like he's the embodiment of nationalism gone wrong. So, what are you doing? Remember in the last episode where he shot someone just because they didn't want to join his cause? When in fact, you could have just, talked to them. But also, I kind of understand, considering everything that Flock has gone through after rewatching season 3, where he essentially had a mental breakdown because he thought he was gonna die and he thought that his life was worthless. So from season 3, where he didn't want to die because he thought that it was worthless, now in season 4, he really has this thing that he's fighting for where he doesn't mind dying anymore because he knows what he's fighting for. But I don't know, like, I just feel like at this point, I'm a spectator of everything that's happening in Attack on Titan. Like, there was a moment I felt bad for Ymir because all she ever knew was how to be a slave. So for her to not be able to listen to anyone with royal blood, I actually felt happy for her. I felt bad for Eren, where even though he's committing genocide, like, watching his story from season 1, you just know that he's been through so much, which kind of like paints the picture that, someone has probably gone through something very traumatic for them to go like that, which just basically, at the end of the day, you really have to learn how to understand one another, like, know what they've been through. And sometimes, even though you know what they've been through, you can't really control how they react to a situation. Attack on Titan, like I've said this time and time again, this is really my favorite anime, and I just wish they would remake Tokyo Ghoul so that it would be as great as Attack on Titan. Also, before we get started with the episode, I'm so happy because some of you guys are saying that there might be a movie coming out because there's only like 4 episodes left, and you guys highly doubt that they're gonna be able to cover it. And personally, you can hold me accountable to this, but I have not been reading any of the manga because I don't want to accidentally, I don't know, I feel like I'm just experiencing it for the first time, and I know a couple of manga readers who just know that the series will never match up to the manga, yada yada yada. But just because I am honestly a huge fan of this, I'm already looking into how I'm gonna be able to collect all of the manga books for Attack on Titan. It's actually gonna be my very first manga collection, if ever. So yeah. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. I feel like I'm talking your heads off. Let's go on and start with Attack on Titan. Are you ready? Daijoubu, Colt-san? Colt, you like this? Are you ready?
家は当然セントラルの一等地を要求する。朝だろうと昼だろうと上等の酒をかっくらってやる。
Whose baby is that?
嫁も子供も孫の代まで幸せに暮らせる権利があるはずだ。
Wait, was that Mikasa and John? Oh wait, he just fantasized about. Oh yeah, we all know he had the biggest crush on Mikasa. Oh, yeah. The part where I almost thought John died. Oh my goodness, Mikasa! Mikasa is such a bae. I love her. She's so pretty. He makes a point. Yeah, stop. Yeah, what is gonna happen? Oh my gosh, yeah, they do make a point. John makes a point! feel like a lot's gonna happen this episode if there's no opening soundtrack.
そんなケチなこと言う仲間はいない。
That's everyone. Oh, Marco.
ハンジさん、俺は
That was such a nice scene. Oh, potatoes. Sasha. Where did they get all the potatoes?
あんたらが送り続けてきた巨人に抵抗してきた
Oh,
俺たちが悪だった
John, go tell them.
いいかって言ってえのかよ、おっさん。
Right, right.
お前たちは悪魔に見える。パラディ島脅威論は現実となり、今や世界は滅びつつある。
Because you
お前ら
provoked
は必死に
them.
戦ったけているのか。
なんだと。
Oh, so that's their excuse. That's their justification.
エレンが止める方法は殺すだけじゃない。あ
Oh,
んたならそう言うと思ったけど、だろうからね。つまり私を殺すべきだと。
oh.
レオンハート。
Levi's just sleeping. Dude, I love Annie and Mikasa though. Like, they're the most badass women ever.
れたくない。だからあんたの助
So
けが
my father and Marley
説
doesn't
得してエレンを止
die.
められる。
Bro, this is the thumbnail from the music video of Devil Child in Me. Was her crying? If you guys have seen that on YouTube. Yeah, it's amazing. Piek being the card titan I'll never get over that.
周りに併合された小国出身と偽ったジークと初めて出会った時
Oh, she's Marlian.
周り
Okay.
に失望し
Oh, she's a
世界
psycho.
を救う。これ以上に人を引きつける。
I just do. I like how that's the
ライナー・
commercial
ブラウン、
photo.
あなたが壁に穴を開けたことで派手に軍港を破壊するとは、ある意味
He didn't like that
ど
though.
れだけの死体の山と戦果を上げたことでしょう。しかし、
Yeah, Sasha was
訓
a
練兵
sweet
から家
girl.
族のように一緒に過ごした皆さんの親友の名前は、そうだ、
Marco, he.
確か彼の死に兄が関わってると言ってましたよね。もう兄から聞いたんですか？マルコの死の真相を。
Shucks, oo nga pala, Rainier's there.
私がマルコから立体起動装置を取り上げた。
Sean. Oh my goodness, what's Sean
Marco.
gonna do?
最後に何か。
Yes, I remember. Like, why couldn't they talk it out? I remember Marco said
話し合
that.
ってないって。
We haven't even talked this through.
そうだよ。俺たちはろくに
I
話
feel
し合っ
like
てない
Marco。would have understood.
どっちかが死ぬまで殺し合うみてえなことになっちまったんじゃねえのか。
今からでも遅くないよ。
んだと思った。
Rainier had split personality.
怒りに身を任せてその巨人を殺した。よくも
Yeah,
マルコの
I
ことが
remember
言え
this
ない
discussion was had, like, that Rainier might have had split personality because of all the trauma that he's been through.
本当にどうしようもない。
もういいって。
すまない。
He was just a kid. Oh, Gabby.
涼しいことは分かってますが、皆さんの助けが必要です。どうか私たちに力を貸してください。
Oh, Marco.
私を一緒に止めてください。お願いします。お願いします。お願いします。お願いします。お願い こ行くんだ、ジャン。ジャン、おかわりどうするの？
What about your seconds? This is all Marley's fault for being so racist.
ほら、いつまで寝てんだライナー。怪我なんてとっくに治ってんだろうが。
Oh, John! Oh, I just want to hug Raider. I wasn't prepared. I don't have tissue.
蹴って悪かった。大丈夫か？
うん、大丈夫。平気。
そうか。
I feel like Falco loves Gabby so much. He's always right beside her.
それでいい。
Oh, this is Mikasa's aunt. Lock, don't do it. Lock, don't do it. I don't know why I get shocked every time I see that. It always gets me because I always get into it and then I forget that it has to end. I should just do a marathon. But then I won't be able to talk about it, so. I was not prepared. Like I didn't. Oh my goodness. You know what? Next time I should just have a tissue, a box of tissue ready, just in case. Because I feel like the closer we get to the end, the more emotional it's gonna get, just in case. Also, the last song, the closing song, always gets me. The world is cruel, but I still love you. Anyway, let's talk about the episode. That was, you know, they really made John shine in this episode, and I'm not mad at it. Like, at the very start, I thought John ended up with Mikasa because there was a baby. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it because I always knew John was in love with Mikasa. But I want Mikasa to end up with Eren. That's why. But also, I just want to see Mikasa happy. I just want to see Mikasa happy. She deserves to be happy. John is one of those characters I never thought I'd end up liking so much coming from season 1. I remember in season 1 just being like, John's so annoying, or John is so, like, he's so selfish and everything. But he has changed, and I can proudly say for the better. Like, especially in this season, like, he just really shown. And that exchange between John and Commander Magath, like I don't like Commander. I mean, I was on John on that side of the argument, but fine. 2,000 years of torture that the Eldians gave to the Marleyans, but it's kind of like, you know, when does it stop? When does this eye for an eye end? Like, it's a chain reaction. John has the point that if Eren never saw his mom get eaten by a titan, he wouldn't be like this. Also, Annie and Mikasa, when they almost had a showdown. I mean, I didn't want them to fight, but they were just so badass. Like, you want to fight? Like, you want to fight? Like, don't fight, please. Work together. But I love you both so much. Also, when Annie said that, I can empathize with you wanting to save one person because for me, that's my father and Marley. I'm like, Daddy's girls unite! Ah! I don't know. I just had a really fun time with this episode. It was fun. It was like, you know, there was a little bit of action with John kind of going all at it with Rainier. I was kind of surprised that popped up, and I even remember, like I told you guys, I remember the last word that Marco said, like we couldn't even talk about this, and it's so sad that Marco died the way he did because it seems like Marco would have been the type to really listen and like understand, and like imagine at the very end he even said, we haven't even talked about this. It means that he was willing to talk, which is kind of like the theme of, you know, whenever you're about to get into a fight with someone, talk about it, right? I don't know, like I really like Marco and John. Not together. I like their friendship. But and also with Gabby, I teared. I teared. I think I started tearing up with Gabby and with Rainier, because it was really emphasized again that they really had no choice. Like, they thought that if they wiped out the island devils, that they would be forgiven, because you have to understand that the reality in Marley as well was different, because they were very racist towards them. Sorry. And so yeah, that's why I think I just started to lose it with Gabby apologizing. So yeah. I'm having so much fun with this anime. Also, note, next time I'm gonna have a box of tissue ready, just in case. But hopefully in the next episode, it's gonna be a lot more action. I feel like 50% of the reason why I love Attack on Titan is the action, and 50% is because of the story and how well it's written. So, Isayama, you really did create such a masterpiece. I highly doubt you'll watch this video of mine, but just so you know, you're touching so many lives. Anyway, I guess that's it. As always, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week. Mata ne!